You have something called the public benefits charge, which is a tax on electricity, and it's a direct tax, and it will show up on everybody's bill. But of course, it's not called a tax; it's called a charge, and it's a public benefits charge. Very Orwellian kind of language that they use. The idea of that is to, one, discourage people from using electricity, something that makes our life better, warmer, more comfortable, and to fund what I think is something called the Public Benefits Fund, which will be promoting environmentally correct attitudes among the population. So that's the first. The second is something very sneaky, I think, called the Renewable Portfolio Standard, which is the legislature is looking at this right now, would force electric companies to get 7.5% of their electricity from so-called renewable energy sources like wind and solar and biomass, which is chicken waste and hog waste and things like that. But oddly enough, not from nuclear power, which is the cheapest renewable energy and absolutely the cleanest. This could cost, the cost of this will be passed on to consumers through higher utility rates. That's where the tax is, and it could cost as much as $300 million a year over the next 10 years. And then the final one is something they're calling fee bait. This is coming out of the committees looking at global warming policy, and this would basically charge people when they register their cars a higher registration fee if your car gets less gas mileage. And there aren't specific numbers on this, but there are some very significant costs with respect to this, namely, and probably the biggest is that will encourage people to drive smaller and lighter cars, which are less safe and will increase both fatalities and injuries on the road because the cars are smaller and lighter.